Hey Gouache Lovers, hello newbie. Hey, it's me Tracy Ann, and thanks so much for joining me for another gouache painting. Today I have a lovely, what do you want to call it, fish with the moon. It's very whimsical, very fantasy-like fairy tale, and I absolutely love it. Well, the process I definitely love to gouache by now, can you tell? Wink wink. Alrighty, so I am so happy that you have joined me for this piece, and if you have not subscribed, go ahead, hit that subscription bell. Thank you so much. And if you have not done so, go ahead and check my Patreon page out. As I mentioned, I do not promise you any long detail, anything, just showing you the results of how I get my gouache paintings to look like they do. And whatever knowledge I have, you will also learn a tip or two. And of course, if you like my work, you will definitely like my demo on my Patreon link. All right, so thank you for subscribing. Thank you so much for hitting up my Patreon page. And let's get into the artwork. So I'm definitely going ahead and using the jelly gouache. The jelly, love these jellies. And surprisingly, they don't have a name on them. Normally you would know if they are some branded name gouache, but these ones are not. But surprisingly, I do love the pigments are very rich and vibrant. And oh, I got me a 2-for water container jar. Love that too. It's like one piece but two separate. See how I've got my blue and my clean water? It's actually one piece. I'm so impressed with it and I'm loving it. I don't know where to find it or tell you to get it. I got it at my local store. So I'm adding intense, deep, dark navy blue to this piece, as well as I'm adding a wash around my fish, trying to make that sea, that kind of a greenish, it's gonna be green in a bit, greenish sea, kind of a whimsical looking background atmosphere where the fish is actually either lying on, swimming on, whatever fishes do. But for the moon and the sky, I wanted it to look like a midnight deep blue. And later you'll see, based on the picture which you've already seen, I've added some couple sparkles to make it look like stars and so forth. And it just looks fantastic. So that was one great method I love about my gouache. The vibrancy, the intensity, it pops and it dries really good. This gouache dries really good. The first time I used it, I will admit, I had no idea what the results would be, and I did not know quite well how to use it. It's a good thing I didn't give up on it. I applied too much one time, but it was an experience, and I learned to work over it, work on top of it. So try different techniques and layer on the same picture, and it dried a bit thick, but guess what? I sealed it and I glazed it over. We'll talk about glazing and sealing your gouache paintings to make it last, some other video. And I actually love it. It was my frog. Somehow you'll probably see that frog demo show up. And definitely it turned out really good. So ever since, I've loved this jelly. I've tried other gouache, but I do love the jelly. Of all the jellies, I love this one. It's a pack of 24. All right, so my moon, I'm giving it a variation in terms of, I'm adding a kind of a cream consistency. You'll also learn about the buttercream and milk technique when you're doing gouache. Probably maybe similar to watercolor painting or techniques. But for this, I'm using butter, milk, tea. I'm using all the techniques for this picture. Here I'm adding a nice butter consistency, so meaning it's not watered down, it's barely slightly diluted, just so the paint can actually move on the paper. That's the consistency of butter, and I'm adding some variation to the moon, so it actually looks like a real moon. Like, you know, you look at the moon and you see some textures in it. That's what I'm doing here. And I'm also doing the same thing for my sea and my ocean. But enough of me chit-chatting. I really hope you enjoy this piece, and I know, of course, every artist needs a bit of improvement, and I could always do well with lots more. That's why I keep painting, so I can improve, and you can do the same too. All right, so take this piece in, and thank you so much. If you've not subscribed, as I mentioned before, go ahead, hit that subscription button, and let's do some gouaching. Okay, newbies? All right, gouache lovers, thank you so much, and enjoy.
Bye.